when so much was going on against the Britishers, you think the Britishers would have sat quiet and they would have let this golden sparrow slip from their cage. No, it would have never happened. And so the company fought back. The company tried to regain its authority and its power in India. Starting with, of course, they recaptured Delhi in September 1857 itself, and after that, Bahadur Shah Zafar, who was proclaimed as the next Mughal emperor by the Indians who had rebelled, was sentenced to life imprisonment. He, along with his wife Jeenat Mahal, were given a sentence that they should go to Rangoon and spend the rest of their life in Rangoon jail. They were deported in October 1858, and the poor old Bahadur Shah Zafar died in the Rangoon jail in November 1862. At the time of his death, as he was a great poet, he wrote a couplet saying, "Kitna badnaseeb hai Zafar, दो गज जमी न मिल सकी उसे दफन के लिए हिंदुस्तान में." Those were his last words, wherein he just wanted to return back to India. Moving further, we see that with the mere recapture of Delhi, it was not that the Britishers had regained their authority in India. It took them next 2 years to get back that authority. Continuing with it, they recaptured Lucknow in March 1858, and Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi was defeated in June 1858. Tantia Tope, who ran away to central India and was in the jungles, tried to fight back in the guerrilla warfare, but he too was captured, tried and killed in April 1859. As the movement had picked up on the name of Bahadur Shah Zafar and by his blessings that he had given in the form of writing letters to the chieftains, when all this came about, that is, the victories started turning into losing battles, the people started deserting the rebellion. And here we see that the Britishers made use of such an situation. They proclaimed, they announced that all those who had not fought the battle, that is, who had not joined the rebellion, shall be rewarded and shall be given the right, the traditional right to have hold over their land. It was kind of a warning and it was a kind of blessing that those who do not fight in the future, rebel in the future, shall ever be saved by the Britishers. They also said that those who had rebelled, that those who had committed the mistake, if they wanted to once again come into the British fold, there was just one thing that they had to do, and that was they had to submit to the Britishers. Provided they had not killed any Englishmen, they would be escort free. So such a situation which had picked up such an intense rivalry, such an intense emotion in the minds and hearts of the Indians, which had forced them to pick up weapons against these mighty Britishers, slowly started fading. And most of the Rajas, Nawabs, landlords were killed, deported, and thus it was the end of that big Britishers that they made us realize that our first war of Indian independence had been a great loss.